Hi, I wanted to do a quick video on just my indoor smart plugs. And I thought it might be easier for some of you if you haven't purchased any smart plugs and you're wondering why I like one over the other. I thought I'd just plug them in, show you how they look in the outlet. And I'm actually in my bathroom, which I know sounds really weird, but I don't have to sit on the floor and get attacked by the husky. So I thought I would just do this in here so I could show you in the outlet and not have to bend down. So I'm going to plug in the first one and tell you what I love and didn't love about it. Okay, ignore it because it is going to pair with the app on my phone and the router, and it'll take a couple minutes to do just because I'm in the back of the house. But it will pair because it's been paired. So once you've had them and paired them, usually you don't have to repair them, but and if you don't understand what I mean, I can maybe explain a little bit here in a second. But I've had all of these plugged in and they're all in the app. I don't delete them. I just unplug them. Say after Christmas, I unplugged everything. Now, it hooks to the router, very easy. And since everything is already there, this one's just going to keep going until it finally finds signal. But what I didn't like about this one, this was the first generation, so I loved it at the time. Then this one came out and I really, really, really liked it. And here's why. So act like there's not a second outlet here because like I said, I'm in the bathroom. So this one was so big that even if I unplugged it and plugged it into the top, I couldn't plug anything in underneath it, okay? Because it takes so much square footage that if you're in the living room and you only have 2 outlets on the wall, not 4, obviously, because I'm in a bathroom, because of the way it's made here, and even if I move this down, and the poor thing, it'll never pair, huh? Just because I keep moving it, then obviously you can't have access to that very top outlet that's right here because this is so big. So either way, the way it's made here, the way it's made up here, it's such a bigger outlet that, and I still love these, don't get me wrong. I still use them. I tend to use these I have one plugged in, I think, behind the desk where I have a lamp on it. And then I can just turn it on off the desk lamp when I need it. And I'm not worried because it's behind the desk. I'm not moving the desk in and out just to get to that outlet ever. So it's fine. And like I said, I own 2 of these. I bought both of them. Now, if you don't have any smart home, this is first generation TP-Link Kasa. TP as in TP and then Link, Link. They have, and there's the name. These might be a little cheaper because they are first generation. And if you know that you're going to want smart home, but you don't care whether you lose that outlet or not. Okay, this was my second one that I purchased. And this one, I feel like it does pair a lot faster because if you've noticed, it already paired. And I literally just plugged it in before I hit start again. I can use the outlet underneath. And so that usually makes it nice. So if it's a lamp, in this case, I just grabbed one of my chargers to my phone, to one of my phones or whatever, just to show you as an example. So even if I moved it here, I can still use this outlet at the top. So I have 2 more of these. No, I have 3 of these, excuse me. And this tended to be my favorite. I would go as a go-to over the first generation, over this one, because this one just covered that whole outlet. In the living room, you only have 1 outlet. You don't normally have this one over here, so you just act like that's not even there because I am in the bathroom. But This one tended to be my favorite. I didn't have to lose both outlets. So say the Christmas tree's plugged in and I needed another outlet or whatever. And or like the shredder and a lamp or whatever. If this was plugged in the kitchen on the coffee pot, you still have access to the top. So whatever you can think of, this tended to be my favorite. Until this outlet came in. And I'm going to unplug it so you can see it. This is one of the newer one from TP-Link, and I think it's been out at least a year. Don't quote me on that. This one is nice. It has one on one end, one on the other end. And so it gave you 2 on one outlet. All of these smart outlets that I'm showing you, you can have a routine set. Say you put your Christmas tree plugged in here and maybe something in the windows plugged in on this side. You can turn them on and off together, on and off separate. You can set a routine, say every night at 6 o'clock that whatever came on, whatever you had plugged in, and then at 9 o'clock everything turned off. Or you could do voice, Lexi, turn off the Christmas tree. Right? We call her Lexi so she doesn't ding. Because I do have dots. I actually have a dot in here, but it's not plugged in. But I have one in the bedroom over here. So, actually, and earlier I said I had 2, but I have 3 dots. So, but this is the favorite. Now, normally, I would never use, I don't use this in the bathroom anyway. But normally you would only have 1 or 2 outlets. But you can still use the top or the bottom outlet if you have this plugged in. Because of the way it's made, it's flat on the top and the bottom. I guess it's not as flat on that bottom, so you'd probably want to plug this in at the bottom. But you have an outlet here and an outlet here versus having this one where you only have 1. Or the first generation where you only have 1. Now you have 1 here and 1 there. So if I ever need more, I will purchase these. Okay, so if you're looking at smart outlets and you're okay with the space, these I think are a lot cheaper now than they used to be. And this is, of course, by Kasa, Kasa, TP-Link. Either or, you can search it by TP-Link or Kasa. And I really, really, really love this when I first got it, and I do still tend to use them. But I have quite a few of this type of smart product because at Christmas time, I put everything on it, set a routine, everything comes on, everything goes off, bam, done, wonderful, and the grandkids love it. So, and I do tend to love, this, as far as a smart outlet, if you wanted my opinion, purchase this because it would give you 2 instead of just 1. But that is totally up to you as well. I can leave the description. I'll probably upload this video and then go back and add the links later. But this is something that I tend to grab more, and I only own 1 of these. But I've already warned the husband that I will purchase more if needed. So, but this time of year, I'm not using half my smart outlets. So it just depends on what we need. Holidays, I set up a lot at Halloween. I set up a lot at Christmas and sometimes Easter. But then, lamps, if we're going on vacation, used to have the old-fashioned timers. I just set things up on the smart outlets, and then I can hit the random button, etc. These are just wonderful for almost anything. Say you have a lamp and you want to plug it in. You can make it a smart lamp just by plugging it into one of these. Say you have I'm trying to think. Say you have a fan and you don't want to get out of bed to turn on and off the fan if you're hot. You could put a fan on one of these and then tell Google Assistant or Alexa Assistant to turn on the fan. I have one hooked to my TV set. I have just one of these hooked to my TV set because instead of putting on the timer, I have a routine set where my TV will just kick off automatically at like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. So if I fall asleep with the TV on, it'll just turn off on its own. So And then, because if I set the sleep timer, I end up watching another show. Halfway through the show, the sleep timer kicks off, and then you got to hurry up and try to turn the TV back on, and you're tired. So I have the TV on one of these, and I can just either set a routine or tell Lexi to turn them on and off. So I hope this gives you some ideas. If you've never done smart home, purchase the smaller ones. This is, like I said, wonderful. If you've never used anything and you want something easy, this is not bad. It's wonderful. I'm not saying anything bad about the company because I own all my products for smart home are by this company, and because I literally just did a video on that. But these are wonderful, but it does take that whole outlet up because of the square footage size of it. So if you have to choose, I would either choose this one here or this one here. My personal opinion, I love this because I have two. And I mean, honestly, most of the time when you're in another room, you only have one outlet. Most of the time only in a bathroom do you have outlets together. So hopefully this helps you guys. I'm going to jump off here, hit like, hit subscribe. If you want more smart home stuff, let me know. Feel free to comment. Please be kind in your comments. Hit like, hit subscribe. Help me grow my channel. Have a great one. Talk to you soon, guys. Bye.